Hey guys, it's Poochie. I have not done a video in a while. I have been busy doing quarter 4 and working on my businesses and also working on some things that we plan on introducing at the start of the year that are kind of big announcements. So I did want to come on though and do a video about eBay's item location policy changing again and how it will affect not only drop shippers but people who use like Amazon's multi-channel fulfillment. So I had a lot of recent I've had some recent conversations that have been very interesting with eBay anchor store support uh, reps. Now, it's very hard to get like a definitive when you call. Is this A or B? Because then you call back and it'll be like they'll say B, you call back and they'll say A, and they'll say, well, then you call back and they'll say, well, it's both A and B. So every now and then, though, you do get a knowledgeable rep who you can just kind of, after dealing with eBay for I've been on eBay for, I think one of my accounts is over 22 years old. So I've been dealing with eBay so long that eventually you kind of get a feel towards which reps actually know what they're talking about, and things kind of add up when they start talking and it all makes sense and all the pieces fall into place, kind of. Anyway, that's how it works for me. So there's been a lot said about item location policy lately, and how a lot of us that dropship use multiple locations, or we say multiple in item location. So we've had talks with eBay lately about how this new policy affects your account, because I don't know if you know, but if you go on your eBay account now, a lot of times when you click on your listings, up at the top of the page it'll say so many items are missing the zip code, the item location zip code, and it's like tells you to add them, the zip code. So it's like, we never had to add the zip code before. Now you go to item location policy and it says this: to make sure buyers have a clear understanding of shipping charges and delivery times, sellers must provide accurate information in their listings about where the item will be shipped from. Okay, so if you need to provide accurate information, and you must do it now, that means no more multiple locations. What is the policy? Clear and accurate information about where the item is located, including the postal code, city, and country. Okay, so postal code is zip code. So you have to put the zip code in now. City, state, country, zip code. Okay, item location information must be consistent across all areas of the listing, including the title, description, item specific. So if you say, ships from USA in your title, and then you say ships from USA in your listing, and then it ships from China, they don't want that. Okay, that's an obvious. If you say ships from China in the listing, but then your shipping says it's coming from the USA, they don't want that. But now you actually have to list the zip code, or what is happening. I have been told by eBay representatives, and I do believe it because this seems to be where eBay is going. So this is my opinion, take it or leave it, but this is what I think is going on. You're going to have to ship your items from the item location where you state the item is. Okay, so you're not going to be able, and we were told specifically that if you use multiple locations, okay, your listing is going to be basically throttled. You're not going to show up as high in search results, etc., and you're basically, the item and possibly your account are going to be flagged for drop shipping or not following this policy. So if you keep using multiple locations, okay, what we were told is, and by a very knowledgeable rep, so I do believe it, is that if you don't list the zip code, and if the item does not ship from that zip code that you have listed, okay, then your item is not going to show up as high in search results as other people's. Okay, then here's the deal: a tracking number uploaded after an item has sold must match the shipping location provided in the listing. Okay, now I know a lot of people use Blue Care Express, but for Amazon, but I am honestly not sure if Blue Care Express will work now, or it will have the same connotation or the same effect basically on your listings, because it says Blue Care doesn't track where the item ships from. So if you have a location in New York, okay, and the item ships from California, right? New York, California, then Blue Care does not say, eBay doesn't track anyway where the item comes from, whether it's coming from New York or California. So technically, all it says is the item shipped, but it doesn't say where it shipped from. eBay doesn't get that tracking information, just says that it shipped. Okay, but it says here, a tracking number uploaded after an item has sold must match the shipping location provided in the listing. Okay, now what we've been told is that to start with, your listing is not going to show up as high or as much or as frequently in searches, people browsing, whatever, as other listings. What it says here, activity that doesn't follow eBay policy could result in a range of actions, including, for example, administratively ending or canceling listings, hiding or demoting all listings from search results. And they've been doing that. That's called throttling your account and your listings. Lowering selling rating, that means not getting top rated seller status. Buying or selling restrictions, loss of buying or seller protections. Okay, loss of buyer or seller protections. So what does it mean when you're not going to get a seller protection? That means that eBay may not have your back if a buyer sends back, say, a rock, or a buyer states they never got an item, if you cannot prove that the item shipped from the shipping location provided in the listing. Okay, that's a big problem. That's kind of scary. All fees, okay, loss of buyer seller protections and account suspension. All fees paid will not be refunded. We all know that. eBay doesn't ever give you any money back. Okay, so basically this says that you have got to include the postal code. So that is the zip code. That is the new change. Okay, let's go over to the drop shipping policy. Okay, drop shipping, where you fulfill orders directly from a wholesale supplier, is allowed on eBay. Remember though, if you use drop shipping, you're still responsible for the safe delivery of the item within the time frame you stated on your listing and the buyer's overall satisfaction with their purchase. Remember, okay, first click subscribe to my channel, okay, and you will see all the videos like this with important information if you sell on eBay or Amazon or Shopify. Okay, secondly, if you're on Facebook, get in my Facebook group, Poochie's Pack. Okay, Poochie's Pack help for e-commerce sellers. Okay, so we have a wholesale distributor that we work with that is changing, making some big changes after the fourth quarter. They didn't want to, I suggested a lot of changes. They didn't want to make them before the fourth quarter. They will be making them starting in 2020 to take care of a lot of this cyber distributor. So make sure you join the pack, and we will get you information on how to get with a wholesale supplier that is legit according to eBay. And there's also drop shipping software built into their website that I designed myself actually, or helped design. Listing an item on eBay and then purchasing the item from another retailer or marketplace that ships directly to your customers is not allowed on eBay. Okay, so that means you can't buy it from Amazon, Walmart, etc. and ship. If you do that, your account gets banned, your account gets suspended, you get possibly you get throttled, so your listings aren't showing up, etc. Right? Let's see. And again, hiding or demoting all listings from search results. Okay, so now they have it so you can't drop ship, and then they say over here you have to have the zip code. So how are you going to drop ship? Okay, and not only the zip code, but apparently I'm just guessing. I like the folks at Blue Care Express, but a tracking number uploaded after an item has sold must match the shipping location provided in the listing. Okay, so I don't know how that's going to work with Blue Care Express because it does not provide shipping location in their tracking. eBay does not pull that up. So I don't know how this is going to work, but basically what I'm kind of seeing is eBay is going to make you put in the zip code. If the zip code doesn't match, you're going to be throttled. Your listings are going to be hidden. You're going to lose eBay protections, seller protections, which on eBay are a big. It's good to have eBay seller protections sometimes, so you don't get screwed over for like a $500 purchase from a buyer who tries. I know a lot of the MC violations, suspensions that are happening lately. I think that when we get into first quarter, eBay is going to really start policing this a little more. It looks like from talking to them on the phone, what we know is that if you don't enter the zip code on your items, and if the shipping does not reflect, if the tracking does not reflect the shipping location, then your listing is not going to be shown. What does it say? Hiding or demoting all listings from search results. Now, here's the thing about that. If you have one item, it says hiding or demoting all listings. So if you have one item that does not follow this policy, they're going to hide or demote all of your listings. And from what we were told this evening, they are already doing that. So if you have multiple locations, multiple US-based warehouses, whatever, if you do not have a zip code on your listings, they are throttling you already. So you are being hidden or demoted from search results already. So leave a comment. We can discuss this. If you have any news or information, please leave it in the comments. Make sure you join my Facebook group so we can discuss this more. And yeah, kind of scary. It looks like we're all going to have to list our zip codes, but I guess you can not list your zip code and just have your listings hidden or demoted in searches, but that doesn't sound like a very positive idea. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.